This is a third-party Transformers product once again from Mechanic Studios. We have MS-30 Amie. Is that Amie or Amie? Amie. Okay, this is obviously a third-party Transformers product, unlicensed, unofficial product of G1 Arcee in legend scale or core class scale. I decided to pick up this figure because I felt that Hasbro was never going to do a core class G1 Arcee. I don't know, I had this strange feeling they were never going to do it, or if they decided to do it, it wasn't going to be as great as this. So went ahead and picked it up. I picked up this figure from Hobby Corner for 1,800 Philippine pesos, which translates roughly about $30, 30 US dollars. It's a little pricey for such a small figure. Better be worth it, man. Let's get her out of packaging. And here is Mechanic Studios Amie, or the Legends class version of G1 Arcee out of packaging. Man, this figure just blew me away. I know I keep saying this all the time, but the engineering on this figure for such a small figure is at par with masterpiece level Transformers. It's like they downsized that masterpiece engineering into a core class or legends class figure. So head to toe, the figure stands at about 10 centimeters or just under 4 inches tall. The figure comes with a bunch of accessories. Let's start with this fantastic looking manual. Look how premium this instruction sheet is. The figure also comes with a trading card. Amie. Okay. Comes with two weapons. She's got the long rifle. Both weapons can fit on either hand, and she's got a short blaster pistol. Now, these weapons, I haven't found, or the instructions at least don't say where to store them in vehicle mode and in robot mode. If you guys know, somebody let me know in the comments where to store them, because there are no pegs, there's really no place to store them. Lastly, she comes with an extra faceplate. I haven't taken it out of the baggie because I think this accessory is not for this figure. It's just way too big. I think MS or Mechanic Studios decided to do one for, I guess, another product, like a masterpiece figure, or I don't think it's for the deluxe class figure. I think it's for a masterpiece figure. Somebody let me know in the comments which figure this one is for. So let's look at the details of this figure. I mean, it's so gorgeous. It looks so much like G1 Arcee. Even the way they sculpted the limbs, the legs, very humanoid looking, the arms. There's hardly any kibble going on. The chest, torso. The main kibble is really the backpack, which is understandable. I mean, this is really how G1 Arcee figures are going to be, because there's nowhere to put the car parts unless you can somehow open up the legs and torso and, like, you know, squeeze in these car parts. So the backpack is always going to be there. But this figure keeps the backpack to a minimum. I thought it was going to be too wide. I thought it was going to be annoying, but it actually works. It feels like the pauldrons or those slender backpack pieces that she had in the cartoon. I mean, it could be better. It could be a little bit more thinner, but there's really not a lot of places you can put those car pieces. And this figure does a good job in compressing the car bits into a backpack that's akin to what she looked like in G1. So I think they did a pretty good job. As far as the paint apps go, most of the plastic is unpainted. You get some paint here on the torso, the gray bits, the pink bits. The head sculpt is painted nicely in a pinkish flesh tone with some metallic blue eyes. Articulation for the figure, the neck is on a ball joint. Shoulders are on ball joints. You got a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Hasbro, you should be ashamed of yourselves. I mean, look at this. Wrists, they are on hinges, mainly because of transformation. The waist has a swivel and a very nice ab crunch right here. Hips are on ball joints. You do the splits, forward and backward. There's a thigh swivel, or sort of like a high knee swivel. Knees are on double hinges. And then the ankles, they go up and down and have a little bit of a rocker tilt. For comparisons with other Arcee figures that I have in my collection, here are a bunch of deluxe class Hasbro products of Arcee. We have the Takara or the Hasbro Thrilling 30 Arcee. We've got the Studio Series 86 Arcee, and we've got the Earthrise War for Cybertron Trilogy Arcee. And I dare say that this Mechanics Studio, Amie, is probably the most G1 looking Arcee out of the lot. I think Hasbro can take a page or two out of the engineering specs of Mechanics Studios, but I know they're too proud to copy third-party companies, but they should look into this at least. Try to see how they can improve their Generations Arcee figures. Here she is with a few other Legend scaled or core class figures. We have the core class Optimus Prime, as well as the Legends scaled David from New Age Legendary Heroes. So she doesn't scale well with the core class figures, obviously, but she will scale perfectly with figures such as New Age. So transformation. Put the weapons off to the side. Let's begin with the arms. Fold the wrists up like this. Rotate the bicep inward like this. Rotate the arms. Put them off to the side just like that. Okay, now the torso is going to pop out. Back part is going to unfold. Look at that engineering, man. I mean, come on. Untab these pieces right here. They're going to fold down and they're going to fold out. And just put them off. Position them this way just to get them out of the way. Okay, now the head is going to fold back like this. And then these hinges, you're going to crumple and compress so you can put the front part of the car up like that. Head's going to stay right there. Okay. Then the arms, you're going to fold inward. And then these fists are going to slot into what would be the, I guess those are the driving panels, the controls, where the steering wheel should be, but the hands are going to be there. Now the legs, you're going to pop out the pelvis. Look at this. This is, man, look at the engineering on this. Hidden hinges right there in the whole hip area. Okay, fold the hips up like this. The feet, they are just going to nestle in between the wheels and under the hood. So if you could squeeze them in like this, and then fold these panels up like this, and these remaining panels are just going to tab in and complete the transformation. Just tab them in like that, like that. Oh, rotate the feet, like that, so they tab it onto those pegs. And this panel right here is going to close in. And there you go. Hasbro, is that so difficult to do? Was that such a difficult feat of engineering to accomplish? I mean, the tiny scale of this figure with that kind of masterpiece level engineering. I mean, come on. You can easily do this for a deluxe class, for a Voyager class figure, but look how seamless that is. It's solid up on top, on the side, underneath, almost all the gaps are filled out. Yeah, there's a little bit of gap here. Maybe a flap would have been nice, but that would have been very difficult to do since both these fenders split up. I'm okay with it. Okay, and she rolls. She rolls very nicely. She clears the ground by about 2 millimeters. Wow, I am just blown away by this engineering. This is stellar, on point, masterpiece engineering for a Legends scale figure. Look at that. Okay, let's do some comparisons. Obviously, she won't scale with the core class figures. She's a little too big. Okay, so once again, we have the Thrilling 30 or the Henkei or the Takara Arcee, Generations Arcee. We've got Earthrise or Kingdom Arcee. And then we have the latest from Hasbro, the Studio Series 86 Arcee. And I gotta say, she still looks the most G1 out of all these figures. I mean, come on, look at that. Some final thoughts on this Mechanic Studios Amie, or their version of Transformers Legends G1 Arcee. I think it's an amazing figure. I don't think I need to say any more. This figure just blew me away. Everything is so spot on. The engineering, the level of skill and design for this figure is masterpiece level that has been shrunk down into the Legends class. Hasbro would be wise to study these kinds of figures and incorporate them in their products. People will pay good money for good products such as this figure. This figure is going to get a 10 out of 10. Very, very happy with this figure. I think this is the figure that's going to bring me back to collecting third-party Legends class figures. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this Mechanic Studios Amie, or their version of Transformers Legends G1 Arcee. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.